One of the things I often hear when I'm hosting events, when I'm out talking about self-awareness and these deeper practices of the slow thought movement, one of the common responses I tend to get people who are struggling with the implementation and the daily practice of being vital and being aware and holding the space for what really matters in their life. Those people who are struggling with it, and it is a struggle. So if you're struggling yourself, I struggle at times as well. That's not the issue. But what I often hear is, it's so hard. It's so hard to do this. It's so much easier to resort to the way we've been taught to think. It's, of course, that's the path of least resistance, and it's called that for a reason. It's the easier way. And quite frankly, I really can't persuade anyone, and I'm not even going to bother to persuade you in the importance of this work. But I must say that this is not a recreation sport, not for me. Self-awareness is not just something I do when I have time to do it, or something to relieve the tension and stress of my life. I'll sit in a quiet space because I'm feeling stressed out. No, it's not a way of alleviating symptoms. It's not a way of a coping mechanism for life. For me, it is a fundamental way of life. Because without awareness, you're disconnected to the vitality of who you are, your own body, the wisdom of that, of every cell in your own being, and the wisdom of the greater body of which we are all connected to, which is the universe, the earth being a part of it. And that's what's happened. We've been indoctrinated and conditioned in a certain mold that has cut us off from the vitality of our own beings and the universe. And that is obvious through all the signs that we're seeing all around us today. And my question is, can you read the signs? It's a big, big issue. What do I mean by the signs? Well, that's where our news comes in every day. Our day-to-day news is often talking about the signs, and demonizing those signs. But I just want to draw your awareness to them. We know for a fact depression rates are growing, suicide rates are growing in the world. We know for a fact that there's all these wars taking place on our planet. We know for a fact that our earth is being more and more polluted. It's getting more and more sick. We know for a fact that so many people can't sleep at night, are suffering from this condition of insomnia. We know for a fact that this condition of cancer is killing so many people on this planet. We know all these things are happening and much, much more. And they're all signs. As much as I hate to see anyone suffer, I hate to see us all suffer, I also understand that this suffering, all these signs that we're seeing in the world, are symptoms of a much deeper issue that we have to confront. And I'm grateful for those symptoms. I'm grateful for those signs, because those are the things that are telling us that we need to give attention to ourselves. We need to take a hard look at the way we think, a hard look at how we're interacting with each other, how we're relating to each other, how we're relating to other animals, how we're relating to all the life on this planet. We need to take a hard look at our daily practices in life, what we're consuming, what we're buying, our economies. Everything has to be looked at. Our political structures, they all need a hard look, because all this corruption and all these lies, they're also signs that something's wrong, that something needs to be corrected. And so these signs, and a lot of us don't like the signs, a lot of us are upset about the signs, but those signs, in those symptoms, can we better understand our condition? They're like a mirror. They're in the mirror. The world is a reflection of who we are, our own physical states, our own individual lives, and the greater collective. And so these are signs that cannot be ignored. They should not be ignored, and that's why, for me, self-awareness is so critical. It's not only essential to heal ourselves, it's essential to heal our planet. And so for me, when I come out to these events, I don't just come out for anyone's entertainment. I'm coming out to do my own deep inner work and to invite those who feel the call within themselves to do their own inner work. And by giving attention to those signs within us and around us, that's the path. That is the path to our healing. And so I'm excited, as much as a lot of these things can be very heavy and can be somewhat saddening to consider. We have to face them, and in facing them, will we find our way through them. So those are my thoughts for today. As always, wishing the very best. Take care. Bye.